Alrighty guys, it's now 47.7 Fahrenheit and 8.7 Celsius. So, been slowly picking away at the tiny house. I got the radiant system back up and running, completely full of just the antifreeze this time. I do have a leak down here for some reason on one of the pieces of tubing. Oh, wonderful. So it's a small leak. I just got a piece of paper and some paper towel under there because I am out of paper towel from all the leaks and stuff that I've had. The solar is, the blue guy is sitting at 14 volts and it's charging a ton of stuff, which is okay. And the orange guy on the right is pretty much pooched. He's got no load and he's sitting at 12.1. So there you go. I cut some shelves I cut 2 shelves out of scrap for in here. I'm not going to put them in yet. And I'm going to use some 2x4s for them to rest on. Overkill, I know. That's the way it is. We shredded a bunch of paper, and I was going to use it as tinder, but I'm thinking now I could use it to make those paper compressed logs. And I'll do that when it's warmer out. It's still, gotta wait for spring for some of this stuff. So I'm slowly getting rid of a bunch of crap. I got a whole selection of boxes, cardboard and boxes that's gotta go. Not gonna do that today. Got the saw there. I don't have any light back here to show you, so I won't. But that'll come later in another video. I'm making some good progress back there on the storage room. So, good to go. So, still shaky at the tiny house power-wise. I'm gonna leave it for a couple days to see what's gonna happen. Power-wise anyway, because as soon as I put my entertainment system on for a heavy load, that battery pooched out like you saw there, so not good. And the other one is just not keeping up. So I'm going to wait till spring probably to buy a new battery for back there. I think those batteries are done. And I got to figure out how to fix this this leak down here. I may have to get just glue it again with that ABS cement, because I have no idea why it's leaking. I got it's double clamped. I put 2 clamps on and I tightened the crap out of both of them and it's still leaking. So I'm guessing it's the tubing or something. But at least I got most of the air out of this setup here. I haven't run any heat at the tiny house because I just don't want to go there until we get everything solved down here. And I've been just mostly in the back room doing the storage room cleanup, rearranging, and cutting some lumber. And most of my time went into this damn thing, the radiant heat system. So now that it's, I'm going to say 98% of it is antifreeze, we shouldn't have any freezing issues ever again. Hopefully. What else? Oh, I'm low on TP and paper towels for the tiny house and garbage bags because all the cleaning and stuff going on. So I do have to go to do a Dollar Tree run. I haven't been there in a long time. So I'll have to go there, load up, bring some stuff back, bring some supplies back to the tiny house, and go from there. And I'm probably going to get rid of this trash today because it is full. So I'm out of here for today, guys. My parents called. They're coming back. They were out of town. Everything seems to be okay. So, and outside looks like rain. Thunderstorms coming. I can actually show you that. There's a nice giant mound of crap out there. But it looks like, if I look up here, that's better where Hula Girl is. She's getting enough sun to shake, but, well, every so often. But it looks like it's going to turn pretty nasty. So I'm going to bail on the tiny house. And also talk to Stu, High Tech Guy 18, about the batteries. And Charles from our Tiny Cabin Project told him what was going on over Facebook. And yeah, so they're not totally dead, but if I put a heavy enough load on them, which the entertainment system was never really a heavy rail load, but I'm just getting to the point where I need a bigger battery setup for the tiny house. Until I get the bigger battery bank in here. And I want to hook up the MPPT charge controller, rewire, and get all my quick charge devices hooked up anyway. Because, you know, I got to the point where I'm just limping along here, and it's just not the way to go. So the battery I found actually is a Nautilus RV Marine Deep Cycle battery that's sealed. It's 105 amp hours, which is nice, and completely smokes what I have now. And I think I'm going to buy it in the spring. It's going to cost me $215 after environmental fees and taxes, which is not bad. And I will just be running 12 volt, but I'm going to put all 4 solar panels on it, and via the MPPT charge controller, and build a new load center, put the shelves up. I'm going to build a new base for the battery, heavily insulated off the floor. I have some thick foam board pieces left that I can use for that, which is bonus because I don't have to buy anything. And I'm going to build the base up way up off the ground. That way the cold doesn't zap it. And I'm seriously considering wrapping it in survival blanket material to keep the mylar material to keep it somewhat regulated. And Stu, High Tech Guy 18, also said he gave me a link to an Amazon product. It's a 12 volt dog mat heater, and it's fairly heavy duty, so you can put a battery on top of it and not damage it, and that way you could give it a little heat, but it's going to cost some power to do that. So is that worth it? I don't know. We'll find out. But anyway, I'm out of here for now. Sick of the situation. But though I had, I was listening to the radio while I was doing all my work here and everything like that. I didn't bother filming anything because you guys would think it's super boring. But I'm slowly getting the tiny house to where things are good. I have a ton of nice new storage on the left side of the tiny house. And I think we're kind of leaning now because most of the weight is on the left now. So I need to put some stuff on the right. And the feet of the tiny house trailer have sunk into the ground because I I just started putting more weight in the front, so eventually I'm gonna have to pay the landlord or something to back a transport trailer up to the trailer so I can roll up the legs and then put a beam under there so it doesn't sink anymore, which is probably a good thing. But yeah, so I'm trying to keep as much weight as I can on this side of the trailer now that I loaded that end up with a bunch. So we'll see what happens, see what I can do. Yeah, so see you guys on the next one. Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House. The tiny house is limping along, and hopefully things hook up and pick up for us. So see you on the next one.